Good day, everyone, and welcome to episode 6 of Broken Homes Fix Children. My name is Grace, and I'm your host. And on today's episode, we'll be talking on the vaccine technology of God. When I hear the word vaccine, I will normally relate it to a cure for sickness or a particular disease. So I want to really understand what this topic is really about. So our person to shed more light on this topic is Olajumoke. Hi, Olajumoke.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So, what's the topic, the vaccine technology of God? What's it all about?
Okay, I think it's actually more than the using it to treat, things and all of that. It's from the angle of how vaccines are actually made. It was actually got it when I was writing the book. I discovered that vaccines are made from the same problem that they are to solve. A vaccine is made by separating a virus that could have caused harm. You separate it, you sterilize it, you purify it, then you add some things to it. Then it becomes a vaccine. You now introduce it or reintroduce it. Actually, you reintroduce it to the same environment that it was causing harm, or you introduce it to the same population to now start being good. So when I saw that and I tried to relate it with broken homes fixed children, I discovered that God was actually the first person to start vaccination, but it wasn't with medications. So what happens is that God will see a threat, like dysfunction, for example, form some of us into such homes, such environments, such cultures. When we reach the age of accountability, He separates us from the same dysfunction. He purifies us. He sanctifies us. He fixes us, then pours Himself into us and returns us to the same environment to project the reality of healing. So that's just what it is about. That the same problem you could have projected is now what you are denatured of, just so you will become, the projection of healing. You start modeling healing instead of dysfunction after you must have been separated. That's all it is.
Okay, so for God to fix the issue of dysfunction, He picks people that have actually experienced such issue and He pours Himself on them, then He puts them back in that environment.
It's not like He had to do it. I think it's out of His wisdom that He would pick from the problem just to show that I can convert. Yeah, I think it complements the fact that He's a converter too. So He picks us out of that problem, out of the fact that we could have been a problem to the society with the normal, the normal way we say behavioral management and all of that. Oh, if someone comes from such home, they are going to be a threat and all of that. But God just wants to show that He is a converter as much as He's a creator. So He brings us out, denatures us, then, fixes us, and pours Himself into us so that when we get back into the environment, all we have to show is Him, because that means He has written on us. That's simply what pouring Himself into us is.
Thank you for that. And for someone who God is like trying to catch the attention of the person, and the person is actually from a dysfunctional broken home, and the person is not willing at that moment, maybe finding it hard to just accept that God wants to fix such a person. Would God leave that person alone?
I don't actually think that He leaves. In most cases, what happens is that God actually allows us to get to the peak where we can't self-help anymore. Because some of us won't actually have gotten close to God if we had not seen pain. So what He does, maybe He's trying, before He gets to the peak, He's trying to help. And then you are like, oh, I can help. So He just, okay, let me see how far. Not that He leaves, he's there waiting for you to see that you can't self-help for long. That's really what happens.
Thank you so much for enlightening us on this topic. Thank you, viewers, for listening. Till our next episode, remain blessed. Bye.
Bye.